Hey, so I've received some pretty interesting questions about why I don't just isolate older Brian Wilson vocals and drop them into the AI and then just have it shoot out new young Brian Wilson vocals, new versions of them. There's a lot of reasons why, and I'm going to kind of quickly show that now. So right here we got Morning Beat. This is this is the studio demo. This is the driest you're going to get of Brian's voice out of this song, because it's right out of the uh, basically the lowest level of engineering that's been done on the song demo. Like this hasn't been as mixed and mastered as the final version of the album.
The sun burns a hole through the 6 a.m. haze, turns up the volume and shows off its rays.
So it's pretty close. It's not like it's super isolated, but it's pretty dang clean. But you can notice there's already some heavy reverb on it, a little bit of like echo effect on it. It's been mixed and mastered, although not as much as the final version. It has been touched up. And the other thing of note is that I can only pull the double tracked vocal out. I'm sure there's tools now that can single track this, like pull the two tracks of vocal into one track each. But
the sun burns a hole.
You can hear that it's kind of already been edited. So here's a vocal that I recorded. You're going to notice I recorded it twice, so I double tracked it myself. I was able to individually pull these tracks into the AI. So this is what my vocal sounds like. The sun burns a hole through the 6 a.m. haze, turns up the volume and it shows off its rays. So nothing special, not the best vocal ever, but just good for this purpose of showing off. So this is nice and clean. There's no effects on it. The sun burns a hole through the 6 a.m. haze. So nice and clean. I can get one vocal each going through there. So this is what it sounds like when I take the Brian Wilson isolated vocal that, it's been double tracked, it's been mixed a bit, it's been mastered, it's got some effects on it. This is what it sounds like when I take that, get it as clean as it can be, and then put it through the AI. So this is AI Brian as recorded by Brian himself.
The sun burns a hole through the 6 a.m. haze, turns up the volume and shows off its rays.
So there's a few things here. We get a few of Brian's older idiosyncrasies in his voice, like A's, like he kind of, shoots that note out instead of really singing it.
Through the 6 a.m. haze.
But we also get a little bit of that soulfulness that comes into a part like this right here, where it kind of rolls into it.
Through the 6 a.m. haze.
That's nice and all, but it's not great. It's not very clean. So let's hear what it sounds like when I take my vocal and put it through in two individual tracks. Now keep in mind, this does have reverb on it, and it is double tracked. This one could only be single tracked because we only have one double track going in, so we can only get one single track out from that double track. So this is what it sounds like when I double track the vocal and put just some simple reverb on it. This is my voice into the AI.
The sun burns a hole through the 6 a.m. haze, turns up the volume and it shows off its rays.
So again, not like this is the best thing ever, but it certainly sounds a lot better. It's a lot easier to edit. It's a lot easier to make this sound good. This was just a quick 5-minute project with the, crappy quality stuff. I haven't even really put any effort into this, and already it sounds so much better. So let's just hear a quick one-to-one comparison. Here's my vocal through the AI.
The sun burns a hole through the 6 a.m. haze, turns up the volume and it shows off its rays.
Now here's Brian Wilson's vocal going through.
The sun burns a hole through the 6 a.m. haze, turns up the volume and shows off its rays.
So even without the weird artifacts that happened because this was a double track, mixed, mastered, edited vocal, you just hear a lot of the idiosyncrasies of Brian's voice later on. And even without me really putting a ton of effort into making myself sound like Brian, it just sounds more like a real person when you actually sing into it. So hopefully that clears up a little bit of why I've been recording these myself and why I think it's basically essential to do that.